Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today I've got for you, well, it's kind of a cool replay. It's got a very good ending, so like make sure you watch that bit even if you don't watch the beginning bit. Today I've got a replay for you in the GSOR, the GSOR 1008. Now what the hell is this thing? This was the one of the tanks that was out in the Christmas boxes this year. Kind of came out of nowhere, really, in my opinion. It was like, oh look, it's an auto-loading British tank destroyer. Cool. We don't actually have any of those, so it's quite unique. But yeah, it's fun. We're on Malinovka. It's a tier 8, tier 9 game. Obviously, this thing being in tier 8. And right at the start of the game, I've been spotted twice by this 54 lightweight. So the enemies obviously know where I'm going. This is a fairly obvious place to go in tank destroyers. There's no arty, which is quite nice, because obviously if there was like triple arty in the game right now, I'd probably be on about 400 HP. Being spotted twice, they'd know where to aim, and yeah, it's just not a fun game. The GSOR is a 4-shell autoloader. As I said, it's an autoloader. It does 320 damage per shot and has 4 shells, so it's got a very, very, very nice clip potential at tier 8, 1280. That was a totally worth shot there. I knew I was going to get spotted for it, but it was totally worth. It's Malinovka, and we've just got their only light tank out. Our light tank died really early on, but getting theirs out as well gives us a hell of a lot more of a chance of winning this game. Now, like I said, that was a blind shot by a Centurion 7-1, which is always nice. Just checking that nobody was behind me. Wasn't sure if I was spotted, although I was saying to myself, I'm pretty sure if I'm spotted, I would have been dead. Like, something else would have probably shot me there. The GSOR does have, like I said, 4 shells. It's kind of weird in the fact that, yes, it's got quite a high clip potential. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like 5100 or Samoa clip potential. Like, you know, it can't really one-shot any tier 8s. It's mostly, like, you know, you can do damage to... something has to have taken damage, sorry, before you can kill it. But it still has about a 40-second reload, which is just absolutely mad. So you see me here. It's something that I'm quite... like, if you've watched my live streams and you've watched me play before, I'm very happy in autoloaders on the reload button. I'm very quick to be like, right, I need to reload, need to reload, need to reload. Always want to make sure that every available time I've got as many shells in my clip as possible. I don't really do that with this tank. And that is because this tank obviously has such a long reload. It's around about 40 seconds for a full clip. So you can't... if you have a 20-second reload, most of the time you can kind of think, well, where everything is spotted, like you can do a quick assessment of the map in your head. Where everything is spotted, I know nothing's going to happen for at least the next 10 seconds out of the ordinary. Like, someone's just been shot at and just got spotted, they've fallen back, you hit reload, you know you're going to be at least half reloaded by the time something happens again. It's going to be another 10-15 seconds before anything happens. 30 seconds... it's obviously a little more tricky. You kind of have to be like, well, yeah, it's probably not going to happen to hit the reload. 40 seconds, honestly, your team could be winning quite comfortably. 40 seconds later, like, a couple of guys push. It takes 20 seconds for an engagement. A couple of guys snipe, and the game can swing so quick in 40 seconds. So you have to, whenever you hit the reload button with an autoloader that has a clip of 40 seconds, it is 100% a gamble. Which is why that when I fired like 1 or even sometimes 2 shells in this tank, I don't always hit reload. I think about it quite a lot whether I'm actually gonna hit reload. Now at the start of this game, what's happened, Zhao was also playing in the GSOR. He's gone up and unfortunately he's died, and I've missed several opportunities. I fired some long range shots against the A phase 1. I did hit one. And then, when I was reloading, I missed shots at the Progetto, I missed shots at the ISU-152K, and haven't been able to. Now I got a shot into the Panther 2, and have managed to put one into the Leopard prototype as he poked, not realising he was spotted, which is quite nice. And you see me again go for a reload. But again, it was like I had, if I have 2 shots left, or if I have 1 shot left, I'm obviously a lot more... I think about it a lot more, whether I want to reload or not. It's similar to playing the T-77, which, to be fair, is quite good that both of them aren't... well, they're not new to me anymore. They're, like... I've got both of them within the last year, so I've had to think about it. Because, look, you see here, I had no idea that defender was going to push across. If I was loaded when that defender pushed across, I could have probably put maybe 2 or 3 into him. But I had hit reload 10 seconds before he got spotted. He was pushing across for about 20 seconds, and I was still 10 seconds off loading by the time he got safe. So it's just like, ugh. Now, this tank is quite nice in the fact that, yes, it has that ridiculously long reload, but it is accurate. It is a very accurate tank. It is also, it's the intra-clip, the burst damage is one of the best at tier 8. It fires a shell every 2 seconds. That's the same as the 57 Heavy, which is very, very nice. Good aim time. Very good gun depression as well. I believe 11 degrees, I want to say. I think it's more than 10. I'm like 90% sure it's more than 10. And again, you see, I actually make quite a lot of mistakes at the beginning of this game. Like there, I shouldn't have fired blind. This is something I rarely do in this tank, is actually fire blind, because it's such an investment that if you fire blind and then you're caught reloading for 40 seconds, when something happens, you're completely out of the fight. Like there, I could have put 3 into that IS-22 and he would be dead, but because I fired one blind, I now can't kill him for the next 40 seconds, and he can do whatever he wants to stop it. Now, looking at the overall situation of the game, if I just pause the game a second here, I'm obviously in this position here, holding just more of a central position. I can shoot guys up on the hill if anyone pushes too much here, if anyone's obviously in the more campy spots back here, I can do stuff for that. We've now lost all control on completely, like, half of the map. Well, more than half the map, but let's say half the map. Anything, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lines, we've lost complete control. That means I'm near as damn it the furthest west player in the game. Other than our Progetto, but, you know, he's further north, so it doesn't really count. The fact they've got a Defender and a Scorpion G down here, we don't know where the other Scorpion is, we don't know where the STRV is, or the Guard is. I can't sit here. If I sit here and I get spotted, I'm in a crossfire. I get killed from these guys, wherever they are, they'll be able to shoot me. So I picked this moment to fall back, and this single-handedly was the best decision I made this game. 100%. Sometimes I would try and stay there. I'd try and, like, you know, get the reload off, stay in the bush, get a full clip in. That'd have been a decent game. If I could have got another full clip in here, you know, we're talking 3.4k. Lovely. I'd take that as a game. But I actually fell back, and I decided that I'm going to fall back. That does lose our team a decent amount of map control, which is bad. Losing map control is bad because it allows the enemies to open up crossfires on you, but it allowed me to get into this position where I can spot from a safer position. I'm spotting for like this ISU and my Scorpion friend here. As you can see, getting spotting damage on the defender. I'm also in a good position that if anybody tries to push across kind of like the H line or across the K line, I'm going to spot them out. And obviously being a GSOR, as they're pushing across, I can punish them for it. They are going to take a lot of damage from me if I can get it. Something else I will note about the GSOR, really good penetration, 226 on the standard rounds, 321 on the premium, which is absolutely insane. If you do want to know more about the GSOR, I completely forgot about this until just now. I have got a tank review of it, if I remember. When I upload this video, I will try and put a link in the description. If not, go through to my tank list, and then there should be a link on there. For those of you who don't know my tank list, I update it regularly, so it should all be up to date. And any tanks that I have that I've done a tank review on, there will be a link to the tank review there. So if you want to have a look through that, you're more than welcome to. I'm actually just going to speed the game up a couple of times here, because this middle point of the game, there's a bit of a lull. The defender pushes across, I move back to double bush him. Unfortunately, I don't need to. Concept, and STRV pops up out of nowhere, gets spotted, and this is what I mean. I'm in such a good position to be able to, he was spotted on the H line, 3 shots into him, track him, and get the kill shot on a massive high roll, to be fair. Like, that clip, that was a huge high roll. I only fired 3 shots, and we rolled for 374, 339, and 388 for the kill shot. So I pretty much used up all of my RNG for the night, I think, there. Again, though, unfortunately, it's great. We managed to kill the STRV. Definitely a good target to get out of the game. However, because I'm now on such a long reload, I couldn't put any kind of damage into that Concept 1B, which was really unfortunate. Our team at the minute is 3 tanks down, and also like 3k HP down, 2k HP, sorry, not 3k. Can't max, quick maths. And we have lost all map control, so we should lose this game. This game, I was thinking when I fell back into this bush, I was like, I'm losing more map control. This is a loss. I'm just I need to do more damage. I'm pulling back to try and do a bit more damage. Maybe get a clip off, be able to sit safe while I'm reloading. And then get another clip in, or another half a clip in, or something as I die. And, you know, I'll be happy with the game. But falling back has actually done really well. And a big shout out to these two guys on my team, the KPZ and the T-34-3. To be fair, the two tank destroyers as well. But you'll see why in a bit. The five of us, we put in a shift. We do well. So like I say, I'm still sitting in this position. I'm still trying to provide spotting. Like, that's the main thing for me right now, is to make sure, because the fact that we've now given up 9/10 of the map, if not more, because look, we haven't got anything A, B, C, D line or anything 1 through 9. I'm the furthest west, and I'm only sitting 90 meters from the map border on the east. That shows you how in a corner we are. The two guys to the north of me, both on really low health, and this is where the cap timer starts going off. The enemy team made a good play with this. Like, we're sitting really deep, like, camping it out as best we can, and they start capping, they draw us out. We have to go reset the cap, otherwise we lose. I was convinced that I'd probably spot something. I think I'm explaining to the stream here that something must have snuck in, like, behind that tree. You see my team all of a sudden act quite rashly. They push in. I managed to get one into concept 1B, squeeze the second one into his turret. There's the leopard prototype, put a third one into him. He gets finished off. The Leo kills our ISU before he can, and I've only got one shell left. And here I'm thinking, right, cap timer, 55 seconds left. My reload, near as damn it, 40 seconds. I've only got one more reload before I have to reset. So I was looking and going, that's the obvious bush. Fire it with about 45 seconds left, and fortunately we get the reset. We get a blind reset, and we spot the guard as well. Clearly he was the one in the cap. Our Scorpion dies, gets killed by the enemy Scorpion. The AE phase 1, this is a key part as well, is why I was giving massive praise to these guys. If this AE phase 1 manages to survive and keeps us blocked in from the north, we lose the game. The game's done. The game's lost because we're still in the crossfire. If these guys can kill this AE phase 1, it means that we haven't got that pressure on us from the north. The fact that the Scorpion to the south died to the enemy Scorpion means he's somewhere this side of the map. Unless he's managed to come up and sit up here, but I doubt that's the case. I don't think he'd have gone around that way. I think he'd have gone this way. Like I say, this AE is the main threat right now. He's providing the crossfire. He's the one who, if he manages to kill these guys, is going to then come in. I'm still on a decent amount of health, but I don't want to just throw it away. There's still the concept 1B on at like 700 HP. The guard is still on 1000 HP at this point, and there's the concept 1B. He's moving across. I can't hit him. He's getting into a position to try and shoot the guys on our team, and the KPZ manages to finish off the AE phase 1. He does take a hit for it, so now he's a one-shot. Our T-34-3 is a one-shot, and I'm a two-shot for most things. Like the Scorpion, Concept 1B and Guard obviously are around 400, 390 and 400, Scorpion's 440. And boom, Concept 1B pokes up. I can see very quickly by his turret movement that I know I'm spotted. He looks straight at me. As soon as he pokes up and I spot him, his turret whips around towards me. I didn't need my sixth sense to go off then to know. If my sixth sense wouldn't have gone off, or if I knew I wasn't spotted, I was going to move back, double bush, and shoot him. But because I knew my sixth sense had gone off, I stayed, I shot my 2 rounds because we needed to get him out. That was a good trade. He put 1 into me, and we got him killed. I then waited with the 2 shells in my clip for a couple of seconds, just to see if, like, the cause of events there would have been if my teammate shooting the concept would have got my teammate spotted, and then the Scorpion or the Guard would have shot them as they were spotted, getting spotted in return. God, that's complicated. Then I needed those 2 shots to be able to put into those guys. As soon as, like, it'd been a couple of seconds, nobody was getting shot, nobody was getting spotted, hit the reload straight away. I know at this point, I've only got, even if the game goes to the last second, I've only got a maximum of, like, this load that I'm on now, and then 1 more reload left, and that's pretty much it. And I get spotted. And thinking about it, it's like, right, where am I going to be spotted from here? There's no way it's up here, because these guys would have, well, they'd have either died or would have spotted something over here. So it's got to be either over here or probably not over here. So more than likely over here, like where the Dead Leopard, STRV and WT are. So I come forwards, the Guard gets spotted from there. I'm like, It might be him. T-34 3 fires, misses unfortunately. I'm like, right, we've got 1 minute 19. We don't know where the Scorpion is. I'm like, I reckon the Scorpion's there. You see me shake, and I'm like, I think the Scorpion's there. I think he's going to kill me, but I have to go in. I have to risk this now, because if I don't go in, it's just going to be a draw. So I go in, and there it is. The Scorpion's there. I die. Sucks, but unfortunately, that's the way it is. In shooting me, the Scorpion gets spotted. The KPZ manages to put one into him. Scorpion starts pushing the KPZ. T-34-3 has gone safe from the guard. T-34-3 puts one into the Scorpion. KPZ kills the Scorpion as he rushes in. It's now a 2 versus 1, but the guard is still can take one of the shots. I say together, the guard makes a mistake. He goes out. He gets shot by the KPZ. The T-34-3 goes around and finishes him off as he knows he's on reload. And, 41 seconds on the clock when that happened. I got 3 kills. T-34-3 got 3 kills. KPZ got 5 kills. Considering how far down, if you go back a bit in this game, I know I've been talking a lot. If you go back a bit in this game and see how far down we were at one point, you would not expect us to win that. And to win it by the slimmest of margins as well. 336 hit points between 2 tanks left alive. Oh, absolutely mental game. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed that game, guys. We'll go take a look at the post-game stats in just a second. I feel like I need time to breathe. I've been talking so much. Jesus. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Make sure you turn notifications on as well. And yeah, let's go take a look at the post-game stats. So, there we go, guys. Like I say, finally, I could breathe. We ended up doing that game 5,106 damage. We hit a blind shot. I honestly, for the life of me, can't remember what it was on. Oh, the GSOR. The guard in the cap for 287. So a low roll, but I can't complain because of what I rolled for against that STRV. 1,101. What's my 3 shot? 960. So we high rolled by 141 across 3 shells. That's decent on 320 alpha. Yeah, 5,106 damage, 1,657 spotting, and 3,000 damage. 3,000 kills. 3 kills. 3,000 kills. God damn. Like I said, big shout out to the other 2 guys, because like if they weren't there, I can't exactly say I carried that game, because if they weren't there, we lost the end of the game. Like, you know, I died. It's not like I killed the last guy. I died. If they weren't there, we wouldn't have won the game. But yeah, fair play to those guys. 1,353 base XP. That was an ace tanker as well. 20 shots fired, 16 hit, and 16 penned. So every shot that we hit, we penned, and we missed the equivalent of 1 shot. But I think the majority of those were those snipes up on the hill, to be fair. So not too bad. Obviously, it being a premium tank, I made a buttload of credits. I was playing in a platoon as well. Obviously, was out. We had battle payments on and personal reserve on. So all of the credits. The GSOR is a really good pickup. Like I said, if you want to know more about the tank and my opinions and my setup and everything, go watch the tank review on it. But it is definitely a decent pickup. I do really enjoy playing the tank. It can be frustrating at times, like I say, when you take 3 speculative shots against something and then blind fire the 4th, and then something pops up and just sits there for 30 seconds, then your team kills it by 35 seconds, and then you're loaded again, and you're like, right, I've now got nothing to shoot at, and yeah, it can be frustrating, but it is definitely a good pickup. It's an interesting tank. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed that game, guys. Like I said before, if you have, make sure you give the video a like. If you haven't, then give it a dislike. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Make sure you've got notifications turned on, all that good YouTube stuff. And other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.